So first of all, I just want to say I am so pleased to see so many of you here and so many different messages. We don't have just one card with all the same message. Everybody has their take on what it means to you, and it means a lot to every one of us. So thank you for being here and for expressing your views and your heart. It means a lot to those of us who've been in this fight for our whole adult life. So the worst has just happened. We knew it was coming, but it still really makes us sad and angry and ready for action, hopefully. That's my hope. Governor Whitmer, fortunately, we have a Governor Whitmer, we have Dana Nessel as Attorney General, we have Jocelyn Benson as Secretary of State, and they are going to save whatever they can. They are fighting just like we are. So Governor Whitmer filed a lawsuit to prevent the 1931 law from taking effect, and because it is unconstitutional, and a decision is pending on that. Today, she asked that the court take it up now. So let's hope that that happens. She said, an unelected group of conservative judges so squarely against the will of the people and medical advice. That's what we got. And I truly think that the Supreme Court will suffer greatly from this decision, and others that may come, hopefully not. But this is a black mark, a huge black mark on their reputation. And they didn't have a good reputation before that even. So Dana Nessel says this is a dangerous precedent. Planned Parenthood also filed a lawsuit against this 1931 law. And it was to block the 91-year-old, to make it a felony, and to affirm, and it was also to affirm the right to abortion. I have a long history with this issue, back to 1968. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Togo, West Africa, where it was illegal not only to use birth control, but to have abortions. So many of our students, I was a teacher there, my husband was a teacher there. I didn't have women, but my husband had girls. And every year, he lost several young women in his 6th, 7th, 8th grade classes to self-induced abortions. They would take the anti-malaria medicine, and sometimes they took too much and it killed them. People are desperate. Women get desperate in this situation. After graduate school, during graduate school, I was a problem pregnancy counselor. And afterwards, I had a 11-year-old girl whose mother said she did not want to raise a second child of hers. In 71, I had a college board teenager whose mother was Catholic, or his parents were Catholic. And I had to that's how I found out about the underground railroad kind of ministers who helped women get to New York, where it was legal. This was in 71, where they could get help along the way and have the abortion. And I think we may be headed that way. Right now, there are already support networks being formed to help pay for abortions, to help women travel to states where it's legal, and have funds for people to use where they don't have the money for it. A very good friend of mine, very strong proponent or supporter of Planned Parenthood, told me her mother and her friends had a catheter, and they passed it around among, to self-abort. And I don't know if there were any problems because of that. I suspect there were infections, etc. And of course, now, with what just got decided, women that go through, as Donna said, a miscarriage might not be able to get medical care because of what just happened to complete their spontaneous abortion. So there were many stories that many of us who've been in this for a long time heard about women who went to illegal places to get abortions and got botched abortions and suffered infertility, maybe sometimes their lives. These were mothers, they were wives, they were full-grown human beings. But the anti-abortion folks really don't care about the women. All they care about are the fetuses. And they, to them, are more valuable than women and mothers who have families, who have husbands, who have lives that will be totally just upended by this event. So it's about control of women. It's about keeping us in our place. Women are breeders. I saw the costume somewhere. Where's the, okay. In 1973, when Roe v. Wade was passed, abortion became a much safer procedure. But then they started chipping away, and you know all the stories of all the things that were the barriers that were put in place in Michigan and states all around. So many of us have been in this fight our whole adult lives, but we keep fighting and working on our elections and pro-choice candidates. Now the young women are fighting too. It's so heartening to see so many young women here. And I talked to a young woman who was 8 years old holding this wonderful sign. Yes, right. And as I said at the last event we had, that I talked with my 14-year-old granddaughter, who I didn't know she hadn't really talked about this issue, but she was so excited because her friends at school had written on their fingers, "Ban on my body," and nobody could take their fingers away. So I thought that was great. So ladies, the young girls are coming to fight with us, and they are mad. So let's take this renewed energy and put it to work, protesting, getting our petitions signed. Thank you, all those who are passing petitions, and electing strongly pro-choice candidates who will fight for our cause. One is standing right there, Deb Warren. So, people have talked about this wave that's going to get all these Republicans elected. This is our opportunity to turn that water around, to turn that wave around, that current, and make it move in our direction. So let's use it. Let's help. Let's go out and walk for our candidates. Let's give money to our candidates. And let's use this as a silver lining for our cause. Thank you.